Okay, this is the basic steps how to do a topper in Design Space. And for this project, we are going to use images, ungroup, hide, size, weld, contour, and offset. So down at the bottom left over here is where you can zoom in or out. It makes your canvas larger like this. I'm going to click enlarge. And right now, I can also just move the canvas to the left or to the right, however I want it. And I think I'm going to leave it at this size for this project. And I have the steps numbered. There's 8 steps in this birthday topper project. So let's get started. Number 1, click images on left, search happy, click on selection, search birthday, click on selection, then click add to canvas. So over here at the left, we click on images. Search, Happy. And all of these will come up. And so all of these images will come up on your screen, and you need to scroll down and find the one you would like to use. And for this project, I have selected down here this one. I'm going to just click on it, and it's highlighted now with the green box. And I can go up here again and put in birthday. And I can select which birthday I want to use. For this project, I have selected this birthday, and I have clicked on it to highlight it in the green. And now both of those items, if you can notice down here, they're both highlighted. And now I can just add to canvas, and both of those images will show up. Okay, both of the images have popped up right here. And so all I need to do is click on that box and drag it over. Okay, step 2, click on birthday and ungroup. By clicking ungroup at the top right, click on birthday and drag top layer aside. So we are going to get rid of the box just by clicking, and now click on birthday and ungroup, going up here to click on ungroup. And so now all of these are separate. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, actually I think it's 5 layers of this birthday. And so now it says click on birthday and drag top layer aside. So just by clicking on birthday once, that's going to be the top layer. So I can set that aside right here. And all of these layers are still on top of each other. Okay, so going down to step 3, keep separating the layers by repeating the first step. So we're going to go to the next layer and bring that down. And I'll drag that about right here. The next layer and the next layer. And so step 4, hold the shift key and click on last 3 layers, click on group, and then click the eye to hide. Okay, and what I need to do is move birthday top layer a little bit out of the selection of the other 3 layers. And now by holding my shift key on my computer and clicking on all of these layers, there can be grouped. So I'm going to just click group for those 3 layers. And now I'm going to hide all of these layers by just clicking on the eye up here. And so those go away, and I can move my birthday top layer over here. Okay, step 5, click happy and drag the corner to make larger, then position so it's touching birthday. So I'm just going to make happy a little bit larger by grabbing this corner and stretching. And so I want it to be about this big, and then I'm going to position it to just touching the birthday, right about here. We don't need to overlap too much. If you end up overlapping too much, your contour tool will not work properly. So we may have to try this 1 or 2 times, but it looks like it's okay right here. And so let's move on to step 6. Click weld at the bottom right. So, okay, before we weld these together, we need to select happy and birthday. So they are both selected, and then we can go to the bottom right and click weld. And so you can see they are both the same color, and you'll notice where they were touching, there is no line in between. That means it will not cut it separately. It will cut all as a one piece now. And step 7, click contour button on the right, bottom right, and hide the tiny contour. So with this selected, we go down to contour. Okay, this is our contour piece, and anywhere you see the darker gray, that is going to be cut out. And so we have some tinier pieces that I don't want to be cut out. I want that to be part of the topper. So this one right here is tiny. I'm going to just click on it to hide it. And over here I have another one and another one as well. And I'll show you what happens. Now, this part right here is part of birthday as well as this part right here. Those tiny pieces don't really need to be cut out. So, okay, I will just drag this and to enlarge it so that you can get a better idea of what it's going to look like when you cut it out. And you can go to 8 and click happy birthday, click offset at the top, change offset and weight, and then apply or change the width as you desire. So what we do now is go up to the offset and just click on it, and it will go ahead and start making our outline. You just need to wait until that finishes. Okay, so the blue outline is going to be the backing of your topper. What we can do while we still have this up, we can just go to this ball slider and go to the left, and it's going to change the size of the outline. Okay, and also if you find that dragging this is just not getting the exact width that you want, you can also just go right here and change these numbers. And I am going to change this one to 0.010. Okay, just to show you, that ended up being way too thin, so I'm going to change it again, and I'm this time just going to go 0.95 or 0.095, 0.095, enter, and we should get a width that looks about right. Okay, great, that looks good. And I'm going to just apply, and that will make it ready to be cut. And so all we do now is click on Make It. Okay, and before you click on Make It, if you want to resize this, maybe you want it for a cupcake and you need to make it smaller, you can just shrink it down. it does tell you the measurements up here as well as right on your screen. About 2 inches by about an inch and a half. And I do want this for a cake, so I'm going to make it about 4 inches. And we'll see how, about 4 by 3. So now we can click make it. Okay, and here we are with our mats, and you can select the size of your paper right here. And you can also change the color back on the other screen. And for now, I'll just keep the colors the same, changing my paper, and then continue. You will connect your machine, and you will be loading your tools and your paper onto your mat. Okay, the dial on your machine is set to cardstock, and make sure your fine point blade is loaded, and load your paper and then click on the arrow.